Hey, what's going on, everybody? Real Sports Updates here, back again with another video. Today, we're going to wrap up week one of the NFL season. It was a very, very interesting first week to the season. A lot of good games, a lot of good performances. I'm just going to go down the list of notable things. I'm not going to cover every game. Chargers beat the Washington football team 2016. Eagles beat the Falcons 32-6. The Browns beat the Chiefs. I'm sorry, the Chiefs beat the Browns 33 to 29. It's 38 to 13. That one was a little surprising to me. The Titans got their ass whooped real bad. Um, the Saints beat the Packers 38 to 3. That was another one that was kind of shocking too. The Packers didn't look good. They were out of sync. It got ugly fast. Yeah, that was something else. The Rams beat the Bears 34 to 14. Steelers beat the Bills 23 to 16. And last night's game, the Raiders beat the Ravens 33 to 27 in a crazy, crazy game. Um, the Raiders won in the most Raider fashion ever. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I don't think they did either. They just, just ended up pulling the game out. It was crazy, but it was a good, entertaining game. Um, so just a few notes from week one. The rookie quarterbacks, first two picks, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. Both of them didn't look particularly good. Um, Zach Wilson looked. I thought he looked a little better than Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was. I mean, he was really he was forced to throw the ball 51 times. That's not great, man, for week one. I mean, what? I mean, against a team in the Texans who the Texans are not good. They're obviously a divisional opponent, but they're not a good team. And to have Trevor Lawrence throw the ball 51 times, um, he had three touchdowns, but he also threw three picks. Throwing that many times too, dropping back in the pocket, throwing the ball that many times, it's opening him up to get hit more. 51 times is a lot for a rookie in his first game. Um, Zach Wilson, he didn't play well in the first half, but the second half he came out and he played a lot better against the Panthers. It looked like he might have been nervous or something to begin with, but he settled down and he did look pretty good in the second half. Um, as far as other rookies though, uh, Rashawn Slater for the Chargers, man, that left tackle, he was really really good against the Washington football team yesterday. They have the best defensive line in football, and Rashawn Slater dominated. He dominated against both ends, Montez Sweat and Chase Young. Um, he really, really, really did his thing, and he kept the pocket clean for Justin Herbert. And the Chargers ended up winning. So yeah, he looked really good. You know, another thing was the Cardinals. I didn't expect them to look as potent as they did. And I think a lot of people might be wrong on the Cardinals. I'll probably be wrong on the Cardinals. I did a video and I said they probably won't make the playoffs, but if they keep looking the way that they looked in Week One, they are going to make the playoffs and they're going to make some noise too. Chandler Jones, 5 sacks, a couple forced fumbles, a couple tackles for losses too. Like he dominated. Defensively, the Cardinals are they're up there defensively. They should have a really good season defensively. J.J. Watt, Chandler Jones, on the back end with Buda Baker, Isaiah Simmons. They got some players, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they do in the NFC West. I think it might end up coming down to them and the Rams, which the Rams look really good. Matt Stafford looked happy as hell to be out of Detroit, to be playing in LA and SoFi. He looked really good. Um, he's he's already developed a connection with their receivers, Cooper Cup, Deshaun Jackson, Robert Woods. He didn't catch that many passes, but the connection's already there. And that offense, the Rams offense is. I think it's what Sean McVay envisioned that offense being when he first got hired. I mean, they now have a quarterback that can throw the ball deep. He can take the top off of defense. And they look really good. They look very, very good against the Bears. The Bears did not. did not look great. Andy Dalton, and I mean, I don't know. You know, he's a backup, and he shouldn't be anything other than a backup. I don't know what the Bears were thinking when they came out and said he's quarterback number one, no matter what. And it's just like, I mean, he's not doing anything, and I don't think the Bears do anything this year either. I don't think they make the playoffs. They look bad. Their defense is not as good as it used to be, and rightfully so. Like the Bears have relied on their defense, for years now to get them over that hump, and their offense has not done enough. They haven't carried their weight. So now, the defense kind of looks a little bit demoralized now. Yeah, I mean it's sad. It's sad in Chicago. I can't wait to see Justin Fields though. We should be seeing Justin Fields here pretty soon, within the next couple of weeks, because Andy Dalton is just it's not it. It is not it. Um, Another note was from the Broncos and Giants game. The Broncos really put it on the Giants. I wasn't expecting that. I think I think I gave the Giants too much credit. I don't think the Giants are going to be good. Um, I thought that they had a real chance to win the NFC East. Their offensive line is awful, awful. Daniel Jones got hit so many times. They weren't able to run the ball. They weren't really able to do anything. They didn't get any offense going. And their defense can only do so much. They have a pretty decent defense, but they can only do so much if your offense isn't helping out. So, yeah, I think I overrated the Giants a little bit. Um, the Lions, the Lions had a pretty damn good comeback on the 49ers yesterday. Um, I was flipping between channels. I seen the score was like 41-16. Um, you know, I made some coffee, come back, and the score is like 41-33. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And the Lions have the ball with some time left, but they didn't get it done. But it was an impressive comeback. I thought it was impressive. I don't think the Niners were prepared for that. I think they kind of packed it up early. I wouldn't take too much away from it. The Niners did look good though. They did. They incurred some pretty big injuries. I know Raheem Mostert's going to be out for a while, and Jason Verrett, the cornerback, he tore his ACL. I mean, I feel really bad for that guy. That guy has had so many season-ending injuries since he came into the league, and he's a pretty good player too. So, you know, prayers up for him, and hopefully he's able to come back strong. But yeah, man, that was week one. Very interesting. There's some good stuff to take away from it. You can't take away too much though. It's only week one. This is very, very. The season's gonna be this is gonna be a long season, and even longer than normal, 17 games now. So, but it's interesting. You can't really overreact. You can't overreact to any of the bad losses. I think these teams are gonna get better. The Titans with the bad loss. I think they still win the division. Packers with the bad loss. I still think they win their division as well too. So, you can't take too much away from a lot of these week one losses. You know, these teams are still getting into the swing of things. There's a lot of players who didn't play at all during the preseason. So this is their first game action. So, conditioning and fatigue is probably played a role as well too. So, you just can't take too much away from it. I think the Chargers are going to be a sneaky team though. Justin Herbert looked fantastic, and their defense made plays, and they closed out a really, really, really losable game. A game that the Chargers would have lost years ago. They closed it out. So, I feel like it's going to be a very interesting season going forward. Very interesting. The game last night was great. It ended in overtime on I believe like a 35-yard touchdown pass. It was exciting. Yeah, but just my overall sentiment is that I'm so glad that football is back. Very, very excited to watch these games going forward, and we'll see what happens. Can't take too much away. Can't overreact. I can't put anybody in the Super Bowl now or any of that. But we'll see what happens next, and we'll be back to cover it as it happens. So thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your favorite moment from week 1 was. I'm curious to know. So thank you guys for listening. See you next time.